This is Frankie Abbruzzino with the Scoop News or Uncensored Report. Depends on how you want to look at it. Taxation. Did you guys pay your taxes? I paid it. Paid out the nose a couple days ago. Got the tax bill over the weekend. And I went into sticker shock. You don't even want to know. Because I don't want to know. I'm trying to forget about it. It's a nightmare. And then you start looking at how our tax dollars are spent. How we have no real say in what the government runs or how our taxes are used. We're being forced to pay through the nose for endless wars, for pork barrel projects that serve no purpose, to be interned in these walls that are surrounding us with this police state, Agenda 21 type action plans out there. You know, some people say, well, you got an alternative, but the alternative will only lead you to jail because that's paying no taxes and you go straight to jail. And some people will say, well, you know what? It doesn't really matter. I have no say in the situation. I can't do anything. But you do have say when you go in and vote. At least we thought so. At least I used to always believe that until this whole election season came around. And one thing it did illustrate to me is how manipulated our electoral system is. And do we really have as much say as we would like to think? Or do the government, the wolves, the thieves out there, do they control our destiny? Think about it. We're being taxed. We're being taxed on what we earn, on what we eat, on what we buy, on where we go, on what we drive. We're being taxed. Even when I'm dead, I'm going to be taxed on my assets that I want to leave for my kids. And it's a huge ripoff, a huge scam, a scheme of sorts. We're being forced to go out there and fund these endless wars. I think we've been in an endless state of war. For 10 years now, I think, nonstop, in how many different countries? We got these bloated government agencies out there with secret budgets that we can't control, covert agendas out there, clandestine activities. Even people like here locally. I'm being forced to pay for a superintendent that they hired for the school, county schools. I'm being forced to pay for a lawsuit that everyone knew about before hiring the guy. And they said, don't worry about it, Todd. We'll pass that on to the taxpayers. Those good folks will love to pay for it, wouldn't they? And this noose seems to get tighter and tighter around my neck, around every taxpayer's neck. Everywhere you go, I feel like I'm being swindled, I'm being cheated, robbed, raided, pickpocketed. This government is mugging us, they're deceiving us. Defrauding. And you could just go on and on with them. You know, we got these three branches of government out there. You got all these agencies that fall under them. A bunch of useless agencies. Agencies, many of which we don't even need. And they don't have an allegiance to us, the people. They have allegiance to corporate America, to the industrial war complex, to whoever it is out there, big pharma. And as a result, we're now being ruled by a government that is consumed with squeezing every damn penny out of us. Our freedom. You think we got freedom, but we don't. You're in a matrix. We have more freedom than a lot of other countries. But if you truly look around it and you look at everything and you put it in perspective, we don't have the freedom. You know, our government, they have this huge appetite for power, for money, for control. And they want us to cover their excesses, their largesse via our tax dollars. And they create these schemes, these schemes to cheat, scam, defraud us Americans on wasteful pork barrel products, cronyism, stuff like asset forfeiture. Don't even get me started on that. And we're all being made to pay through the nose for all this stuff. These endless wars, military empire, welfare state, roads that go to nowhere, bloated workforces, secret agencies, the fusion center that we're paying them to collect all of our private data and store it. The privately ran prisons. biometrics, invasive technologies, the list goes on. All technology, all services that can be used against us, the people. And we're paying through our nose for it. Football stadiums. You know, how much does it cost to get a nosebleed ticket in one of those damn things? Don't even get me started on getting them to stand up for the pledge or the national anthem. Our tax dollars subsidize those. Blockbuster war movies, our tax dollars are there. To the government, we, the taxpayers out there, are their indentured servants. They own us. We're their slaves. We have no choice. We have no voice. We have no real options out there. So you're not truly free. If the government can come in and they can, I had a tax discrepancy last year with my company. I paid it. I paid quarterly. They said I didn't pay it. And they gave me 1 month, or they're going to freeze all my accounts. I sent them a copy of the check. Oh, that's not good enough. We need the back copy. I went through hell trying to stop these guys from freezing my account for money they said I owed, which I already paid, was already in their account, had cleared the bank. But they'll threaten you. We'll seize your home. We'll seize your bank. We'll seize your car. We'll seize your passport. You can't leave. And you're not free. If government agents can come in here and control you like this, the IRS, they want their money, they can freeze your salary. And they've used their tax powers to try to move forward with their agendas. And they do it with the judicial system that says, yeah, fine. A corrupt judicial system at that. And I don't know where it happened from our founding fathers, 240 years ago. I don't know where it all changed, where we changed to this kleptocracy. But it has. And it continues to suck the American people down this rabbit hole, this parallel universe. Our Constitution's meaningless. If you believe in the Constitution, you're an extremist. You're a bad guy. You should be on a list. A sovereign citizen list. The government, they're all powerful, all knowing, all omniscient. We can spy on you. We can take away your privacy. We can kill you. We can abuse you. We can inflict mayhem. We can go to endless wars. Because we're the government. We control you. And so what I'd like for you to do is just remember the next time you're out there, you see a story, it gets your blood boiling. I don't know what it could be. Maybe it's a story like that I put out today about Pineview, a school shooting, whatever it is. Homeowners being threatened. This guy up in Jacksonville being threatened and ticketed and maybe arrested for flying an American flag. When you see all this, just remember that your tax dollars are out there paying for these injustices. And my question to you is, so what are you going to do about it? Are you going to stand up and take action? Or are you going to continue to be a slave to the system? This has been Francesco Abbruzzino with the Uncensored Report.